Also, the Attorney General apparently catching the president's sickness, this sort of lying disease, to lie to the American people.
Disease?
Not Lyme disease.
Not Lyme
lying.
Disease. Lying.
Lying to the American people, knowing that that lie will be proven by just pulling the videotape of him speaking before.
Mika, but he was talking about, I think he was quoting Bible verses last week.
No, I know.
Saying that it was Jesus' will that families be separated. In March, he was saying that families were going to be separated, and then he went to speak to evangelicals yesterday on the Christian Broadcast Network. So that was never our intention to separate. Well, I don't understand what you were saying. Maybe I can find another Bible verse to twist and wrench from its proper context. Let's listen to the sound right now.
Okay.
It hasn't been good. And the American people don't like the idea that we're separating families. We never really intended to do that. What we intended to do was to make sure that adults who bring children into the country are charged with the crime they've committed, instead of giving that special group of adults immunity from prosecution, which is what, in effect, we were doing. So I think it's the right thing. We'll work our way through it and try to do it in the most compassionate way possible.
No, Mr. Attorney General, you actually did intend to separate children from their families. Here's what you said when you meant it before. Take a look.
If you don't want your child to be separated, then don't bring them across the border illegally. It's not our fault. Our policies that can result in short-term separation of families is not unusual or unjustified, and it's really a very short period of time. Having children does not give you immunity from arrest and prosecution. Bringing children with you doesn't guarantee you won't get prosecuted. And I would cite you to the Apostle Paul and his clear and wise command in Romans 13 to obey the laws of the government, because God has ordained the government for his purposes.
Well, really, that was the plan, and their plan was to separate. It was a new plan, and I think, again, the thing that is constantly maddening to any rational human being, any person who actually gives a damn about the truth, is that you actually could go on Twitter or Facebook or get texts from friends who are Trump supporters who actually pretend as if this were Barack Obama's policy or this were George W. Bush's policy, and say, well, and saying all along, oh, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything to change this. He couldn't do anything to change this. And then with the stroke of a pen, Donald Trump changes it. And then they go, thank God he changed it. It's just, you can't really even reason or debate with people who care so little about the truth.
In this administration, Joe, as we've shown time and time again, words are completely disposable. You can say one thing one day and come back the next day and say something completely different, despite the fact it's all on tape, despite the fact that it's all in the newspaper. And that's exactly what Jeff Sessions did. Not only did they plan to separate families, it was a stated strategy as a, quote, tough deterrent. It was a way they were going to stop people from crossing the border by separating from their children. So it wasn't like he just threw that out there and now can unwind that. That was the goal of this all along, Mika.
Well, and now we have the effects, the chaos, the mystery behind where some of these children are, where these babies are, where the girls are, who's with them, what's happening to them. Will some never see their parents again? I think there's some distinct possibilities that's possible. They may never see their families again. It is so chaotic and disorganized.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.